Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Jasmine.
I'm Jalen.
And we are back again for another morning after reality recap.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the morning after Love After Lockup. This is season 3, episode 6.
Mm-hmm.
So we start off with Destiny and Shawn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we see them heading to Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to live together at his place. And this is her first time on the plane, so she has a nice little experience.
Mm-hmm.
And so they get there, and she's ready to party.
Immediately.
She's in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I guess she's never been there before, right?
Right, she's never been there.
So she's ready to get it in.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he's hesitant, like we saw last time,
Right.
about her partying, drinking.
But then I feel like Las Vegas, of all places, I'd be scared too.
He thinking about his money and if she don't make it to court. I mean, I ain't mad at him. He's trying to keep on the straight and narrow.
Mm-hmm. And then I was thinking, maybe what state were they in?
I don't know if it was California. I don't know.
Because I'm guessing that's where she would have to go back to her court date.
Mm-hmm.
So my first thought was, in Vegas, she could really just run away. Especially if she's partying too hard and is gone. Like, why would you take her out of state?
Then we see Chanda and Tyrese.
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Royal Blue Suit
Mm-hmm.
is awaiting Shanda's arrival at the prison.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently she's let out at another area. So he misses some time out from filming on their
hours. That body yaddy, he said.
That's the new one. Okay. So he gets the call where she is, they go meet. So we meet Chanda.
Mm-hmm.
She got her hair did.
Yes, I was like, how?
You saying that? Think about good old Quaylen. His hair is always done, even when he was in there.
But he had dreads.
They was freshly twisted in
okay.
a style.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he do them himself in there, or if they got somebody in
I'm
there.
gonna say, but they got jail? They got jail, like, for your hair?
I mean, you could do it with water.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm sure they probably make their own kind of product, or maybe they have something. But it was fresh. I've seen before how they'll have hairdressers or something in jail, right? Barbers and
Oh, they do have barbers, yes.
so
Yeah, I don't know how that stuff works.
but she got her little braids on side up,
Her
curls.
curls.
She ready for her day out. And then what's his name? Tyrese got her nice little clothes. Now that jacket. He would get that jacket with that big old suit he had on.
That blue suit. She was even shocked by the blue suit, though.
I wasn't expecting that. She said he was a little overdressed. But that jacket, she said, I'm looking good. I don't know what she really liked though.
I know, I couldn't tell.
But that jacket had me laughing.
I didn't even notice it was like furry at first. Or
She had the leather hair.
Was
fur.
it fur? Okay.
Yeah, like feathers, fur, or something on the sleeves. So he wanted her to look special coming home or going to the halfway house.
Oh, right.
Maurice is happy what he's seeing, feeling good. Now we see Chanda in the confessional mention how it's easy to get through, I guess, jail when you have someone supporting you. And it's even easier if you have more than one person. That's when we know, okay.
Right.
It might not be as on the straight and narrow as we are thinking, or as he is thinking.
Right.
Okay, so the next couple we see is Christiana and John. So Christiana has been dropped off at the halfway house. So John decides to take her mother out for lunch, and they get to know each other a little better. And Mama learns a lot about John. He said he wanted to make a good impression. Maybe he wanted to do that with honesty, because he kept it real. Okay? So Mama learns that he is a criminal. He has a past criminal history.
The way he even brought that up to me was like, oh, wow. Because she's like, what makes you think this marriage is different than your others? And that was his reasoning. I'm a criminal too.
We have a connection there. That's good. And you mentioned something else. She learns he's been married about 4 times, is it?
Yes, and then 4 times.
4 times.
And he confessed that, his first wife or something, he left her for her cousin and married her while he was still married. Which was another indication about this Native American marriage. Did I say that right? Because you can be married to two people at once. Legally.
But maybe it's not on paper nowhere, so
that's what I'm saying.
And then, what else she learned? They've only been seeing each other 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? Oh, that they got married the Native American style.
Yes.
And so she had questions about that.
Mm-hmm.
So Mama didn't leave off feeling so secure with what was going on.
I don't know who
Understandably so.
But John seemed very...
Yep, he used
at one
to
point,
this.
what did he say? He said at one point, something like, "Yep, well there it is." Like he was very just.
He got some off his chest.
Yes, he had no shame.
I mean, I guess that's cool for him. He got his wife, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But we also learned that Christiana, she struggles with drug addiction, right?
Yes.
Crack cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be another whole challenge for them.
Yeah, and then it was specifically at this halfway house that she's at again.
That's a shame how it's like a setup for failure. Okay, so next we see Maurice and Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
They go out to lunch.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Are you laughing at the waitress?
Yes.
I know I thought there was going to be more to that. But
yeah.
We see Maurice have his little wandering eyes.
Yes, he's ready to risk it all.
He was I mean, I guess he's been locked up a long time.
That's what I was thinking. You can't even be mad at him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why, as soon as I saw the waitress walk up, I'm like, I feel
Something more
like
happened. You know, makeup did, everything, boobs out. So he looked up looked at Jessica. And she seen him too.
Right? And then he kind of caught himself like, oh.
I was waiting for her to say something though.
Yeah. But then but again, it's been
She
a while.
probably said something in the car. You embarrassing me like that. You know how she do when she get to the car. Yeah, he probably said, "What's wrong with you? I've been locked up."
You know, I did think it was coming when he asked her why she had an attitude when they started talking.
Mm-hmm.
But no, she kept it cool.
Mm-hmm. She learned her lesson from last time. But so they talk about, I guess, how she might not be the most comfortable at his cousin's house, which we could see.
I'm glad he adjusted.
Now he suggests that maybe she should leave.
Yeah, the whole conversation was so funny to me.
This is right from here to there. He said maybe you
was
can
trying. He was trying. Yeah.
No.
And then she was like, I don't want to spend time apart. And he was like, we might have to.
Maybe that waitress had him thinking different.
And then he got himself together.
Yeah, so from there, when she said, I don't want to be without you. I'm trying to, be with you. Maybe you can call parole people, supervisor, make something happen so you can get out of here. Then he said, well, F it. Let's just leave. Violate my parole.
Right. Yeah, he started to switch it up, and I was kind of like, okay, he's not going to risk it all on this waitress.
He's going to risk it all on his freedom. So now we see Chanda and Tyrese again. So they go for a bite to eat before she has to go to her halfway house.
I was just laughing. He was ready to get to that body. She was hungry.
She got to eat.
It's so funny because when she first came out, his first thing was like, I just want to hug her and cuddle. But once she got to this point where she wants to eat instead, he's like, I'm just trying to. But she want to go eat.
He's been fantasizing about this and this body and everything. But yeah, so they go to this little spot to eat. And we learn some of her backstory. She had a father who dealt with drugs, made drugs.
Right.
Her mother was alcoholic.
Who passed away.
So, I forgot about that part. Yeah, so troubled upbringing. She wasn't set up for success, kind of.
Right, yeah.
So she'd been in and out of, the system.
Right.
She was a teenager.
Yeah.
In addition to that, here is where we learn that she'd been talking to not one, not two,
not 5 or 6,
but 8 or 9 men while she was in prison. And so that's what she was talking about earlier when she said it's easier to get through when you have more than one person.
Right.
I'm sure he would be surprised to hear that.
Yeah. She just said they're just friends.
And she says they're friends. Exactly. That's what I was going to say. She says she still communicates with some of them.
Yeah.
but they're friends. I wonder what Tyrese would say about that.
Yeah, I couldn't
do I look
tell.
like a little use me?
I couldn't tell, like, was she saying she is more serious about him or not? You know what I mean?
This is more random.
Mm-hmm.
But just the difference from her hairstyle when she came out of jail
No.
to her confessional look. She's a whole nother person.
Yes. But then I was saying, because I heard in, what's the other girl's name? Destiny.
Okay.
They both look pretty different. Or not, you know.
Yeah,
So
when they the
I
confessional.
guess maybe the confessional,
They do.
the
I mean,
TV
she got a
people do it.
haircut.
Yeah,
all
it's
different
my style.
It's cute.
Yes.
But, different style. I thought you had some straight backs.
Right.
Nah, that's the prison. That's the prison look. Okay. But back to what we said about her 89 guys or something.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of.
What did you say last? Before I went
Just
on random.
if she is more serious about him than the other 89 men.
Okay. So what's?
Because sometimes she does speak as if she was serious about him.
Yeah, I do kind of feel like out of all the guys, he was the one that she decided to go with. Because she said she could see a future. She was thinking or fantasizing about what life would be like with him. Is that what she said?
Yeah, she said.
So yeah, I do think she takes him most seriously.
Okay. So we'll see.
Now we check back in with Destiny and Shawn.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't mention before, but he planned on having his friends over. She wasn't really into the idea at first, but she agrees to it at the end. Or she didn't have a choice.
Well, she did, but she just said, "Okay, we're doing that." But
she said they better be fun or something like that. She a little pushy sometimes. So his friend come over. It's his co-worker, and then his wife.
Yes.
And so they kind of hanging out, laughing and whatnot.
I would say they seem pretty chill. I guess considering they're an older crowd compared to her.
And she seemed comfortable with, anybody. Very outgoing, just down to earth.
Right.
Ready to tell her business almost. Pretty much, right? Okay. So, she said she wants to go out. She's not trying to stay in the house.
She didn't want to wait till he was done cooking or nothing.
So
he was already chopping vegetables.
So they get ready to ride out and see the city. But before they ride out, we just want to touch on his friend. His name was Hector.
Yeah, Hector and his wife.
They were funny.
They were very funny. I know at one point Hector was like, "It's you don't know how long you're gonna be out, so you might as well go party hard." And his wife's like, "Yeah, it might be tonight." You could just tell that he's very relaxed, Hector. He's very just okay. That's her business. But his wife, I feel like you can see it. Like she really is just.
She can see the issue.
Yes.
The possible issue. Yeah. But they both, I guess cool with the happenings.
What's going on, right? I couldn't tell. It's like, are they just going with the flow? Because she's so outgoing. I feel like she's the type where, can you tell her no?
Yeah, I feel like they're going with the flow. But then when they get in the car ride home, they're going to be like, this boy crazy. One of those. And did it look like Shawn was going to, is his name Shawn?
Yes.
Was he going to prepare tacos?
That's what it looked like.
Like
his abandoned meal.
That's his famous meal.
And then that's what I was thinking was Hector and his wife probably came thinking chill night, nice dinner, but she didn't even say do y'all want to eat first?
Yeah, she
no one got to eat, nothing. Everyone just
that's that little pushiness, and she just worried about herself,
Yes,
it's about her, and she's out, and we need to treat her and do what she want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we see my good old couple, Chevelle and Quaylen. Okay, so they have a nice night at the hotel. They both enjoy themselves. So the next day, they leave to go meet with Chevelle's mom and daughter. Now, mind you, Quaylen knows the daughter. He ready to step up and be daddy.
Yeah.
And so they have a little nice reunion when they get to the house. He gets her a little fish. Like a doll or something. What did she say? I didn't get. She sting. What she say? Did she say you stink?
She didn't say anything, but she was just like, "Why you smell like that?" Little kids, very honest.
Yeah.
Why you smell like?
And she didn't stop because he ignored it the first time.
And she said, "Why wouldn't you shower before you?"
Oh, that's what she said. I couldn't get that part. Why did you
when you smell like that?
I didn't know that's what I was trying to get it.
But then it's only funny because little kids are very honest. But he wasn't even entertaining him. He was just like, come on, let's go inside. But I did think, like, that is the jacket he had when he came out of jail. So it's probably been in lockup. You know, when they take your stuff when you first go in. So it's probably been in a plastic bag.
That jacket, I think that's a jacket they give you.
What, is it?
Haven't you seen that jacket before when they be in jail in the movies? Think about it. You think you bought it outside, brought it into the jail to match the prisoners?
Stupid. Maybe. Okay. Well, then that's why it smelled like that.
But yeah, she was too honest and she was not going to stop.
No.
Why you smell like that? Why you smell? But I ain't know she said while you're in the shower.
Yes.
Kids say the darndest things. Okay, so they go in the house.
Mm-hmm.
He sits down. He already know he about to get grilled.
Yes.
He's prepared.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess in communicating with the mom, he speaks more cautiously about the future of their relationship than Chevelle would expect, I guess.
Right. I guess what they've been talking about.
Right. So they've talked about marriage. They've been together, what, 2-3 years?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. So I guess, what did she say, after like 3 months he was ready to get married?
Right.
And so now when he speaks, he's kind of like, we'll take it. Excuse me. Now when he speaks to the mother, he's kind of like, we'll take it slow, see how it goes, kind of thing.
Now that I'm just out. And to me, as always, he had the right answers.
And that's why I'm wondering, maybe he said that because it makes sense, you know, for the mother.
Right.
Maybe he doesn't sound like he jumping the gun.
Right. And it wasn't, I wouldn't even call it being dishonest. He was, you know, just not laying it on hard like John.
Yeah, maybe that's why he said it. But anywho, either way, Chevelle's kind of like, I'm ready to get married. You know, I have my daughter. I want a family. I've been holding you down all this time.
Yeah.
She says within 6 months, I want a proposal or to be married, one of those.
Right. But I'm with him. I mean, if he's telling the truth, you know, if that's really how he feels, I still feel like, if I was Chevelle, I guess, even if we had those conversations, he did just get out, and it is like real life now. So I feel like there's nothing wrong with taking a little more time.
Nothing wrong with it, but he should communicate that to her, so she's not like.
But he didn't even.
We about to get married. What you talking about?
But he didn't even say like a timeline. He just said in the future. So that could be 6 months. He didn't say like, oh no, we need years.
This is
true. He was kind of just like.
But I guess maybe, yeah, that's true. So we'll see. You know, that's my couple right there.
I like Quavo.
You like that? He seems like a genuine fellow.
Yes.
You know? All right, so now we're back with Destiny and Shawn. So they are at the bar now with his friend and his wife, having a good old time.
Yes.
Destiny is trying to get turned.
Yes.
Shawn is not here for it.
Right. He's concerned.
She said she wants the strongest drink y'all have.
Yes.
And I guess they all talking, having a good time. I know in the midst of the conversation, the friend Hector, he says how he thought she was a catfish. She basically said, no, he's a catfish.
Which
she should have went on and on,
Right.
She says how he lied about his age.
He said, no, you got catfish 10 years.
Shoot, got catfish 4 kids? No. 4 missing kids?
Right.
She could say a lot. But at the end, she says, shoot, at the end of the day, if he wouldn't do it, somebody else would. That's the trip.
Yes.
And so they ask, or he asks if she had girlfriends in prison.
Oh, no.
So she say no, but then, I don't know, she's looking toward them. I don't know if you noticed, but she's like, oh no.
Oh, she did? No.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I missed it.
So she basically said yes. You know, because he back here.
Right.
So she's like, no.
Oh, no, I missed that.
That's what I said. She said no, but she said yes.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
Look at that again.
I was going to say, because, what's his name? Hector and his wife just seemed like they were just entertained.
That's why they kept asking her, I think, because they could see her being hot about.
Okay.
And the whole other thing is, he gonna see this anyway. You on TV? Why you acting like this gonna be a secret? But then she goes on in the confessional to say how she is trisexual, which means she down for whatever might turn her on at the moment.
Right.
But
so she's just. I was thinking when she was talking to Hector and his wife at the casino, it seemed very like, I don't know. Well, now that you say that.
I thought they was at a bar.
I think so, because they were pressing buttons.
They were. You're right. I thought that was at a bar game. But yeah, the casino.
But she seemed like she held herself together, I guess. Like where they wouldn't be questioning so much. I don't know. I guess that's what I was thinking. But then as soon as that scene ended and they were about to leave, Hector's wife was like, "No, she just wants the money."
Because yeah, she was very open. Honest. She said she wanted a car from him and stuff. Right. At the same time, she's funny too, so she make you kind of comfortable with it.
Maybe that's what I was thinking.
But then at the end, then they really talking about it like
But they admit it. They were like, but he doesn't care. He's gonna give her whatever she wants.
Yeah, and at that point, it's like,
what do you do?
You support your friend. Let him do what he want to do. He gonna learn his lesson on his own. So the last scene of the episode is with Maurice and Jessica. So they're in the car, right? Supposed to be leaving California because he's ready to go and meet her parents, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
At one point, I thought he said his mom.
Well, he was calling it his mother-in-law and father-in-law, so that's why he kept saying his mom and dad.
If only he knew, he ain't need to rush to meet them folks because they not eager to meet him. And she acting like, yeah, they're excited to meet you.
But in my mind, I'm like, okay, so she gave in to him wanting to leave, but I'm like, she probably just really want to go home. She's sick of the couch in Compton.
I know, so as they drive and about to leave, I guess she's kind of getting second thoughts about it.
After 3 hours of driving, you're an hour away and now you want to turn around.
Of course, they make it look all dramatic. Got the car stopped on the side of the road with the siren. Well, no sirens going. But this does answer my question, which leads me to more questions. So he can be within California.
Right. Yes, they did say that they kept saying the state. Yes.
So why are they not in an Airbnb somewhere or a hotel?
I don't know. But then it sounds like maybe because that's where he was comfortable, was at his cousin's house. You know, when they was sitting at lunch, I guess that's kind of how he kept making it seem like.
But that's where I'm comfortable. But they acknowledge that she's not comfortable there.
Right. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
You know,
just go somewhere else.
Their own spot.
Yeah, and he can just visit while he's there. I don't know.
Or stay with her. You know, I don't know.
And then she wouldn't be so uncomfortable. But I mean, maybe money. Maybe their funds. I don't know.
Maybe. But we gonna see. Because that's the end of the episode.
Yes.
The preview looked good for the next one. I'm trying to see Destiny and Shawn. Did you see that preview? Oh,
I'm going with it.
Well, it looked like he might get punched in the face soon.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
That might be coming up soon. I don't know.
But that seems like something she do.
That's it for today, y'all. So, we didn't say, but hit the like button. Comment for us. We want to hear what y'all think about the episode or our opinions. And what's the other one?
Subscribe.
That one.
The big one.
Still at 2 subscribers. Kind of 1, right?
Huh?
Kind of 1 subscriber.
Oh, yeah.
One of us might be subscribed. But yeah, so we'll see y'all next time. We'll be back Monday.
Yes.
For Real Housewives of Potomac. Yes. And we'll be back next Saturday morning for this show. All right. We'll see y'all later.
All right.
Bye.